That's the tight end, Zach Davidson.
You can't hurt he got on a helmet. So let's just say for the sake of it, you hit it. Okay, you hit him in the head. Oh, what happened? You break your hand.
Shilo Sanders, once hyped as a rising star with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, has suddenly landed in the middle of a major controversy after a wild altercation in his last preseason game. In a stunning twist, Sanders completely lost his cool during a heated clash with a Buffalo Bills player, sparking what many are now calling a career-destroying meltdown. Just when it looked like the young safety was on the edge of stardom, everything collapsed in front of him. Now, reports claim that Shilo Sanders has been banned from the NFL as punishment for that ugly incident. A once bright future in the league appears to be slipping away, leaving both fans and analysts stunned and outraged.
Yes, Shilo Sanders after that ejection.
I know you can't throw punches in this league. I mean, that's inexcusable. They're going to get you every time. Got to grow from that.
And then what did you say to the officials after that? It looked like you were possibly trying to argue with
We're
them.
talking about another play.
Shilo Sanders, a third-string safety desperately fighting for a roster spot, found himself at the center of a shocking scene during a preseason clash with the Buffalo Bills. The chaos began when Sanders got caught up with Bills tight end Zach Davidson, a massive 6 feet 7 inches former fifth-round pick, while trying to make a block downfield. As the play developed, video replays clearly showed Davidson's fingers shoved inside Sanders' face mask, a dirty move that instantly sparked trouble. In response, Sanders snapped and fired back with a bold open-handed strike, igniting controversy across the league. Some are calling it a slap, others a punch, but either way it was aimed straight at Davidson's helmet. The heated altercation unfolded right in front of a referee, who instantly threw a flag for unnecessary roughness and tossed Sanders out of the game. What should have been a small scuffle exploded into a massive turning point in Sanders' NFL journey. The drama only deepened when, despite the obvious dirty play, the official chose not to penalize Zach Davidson at all, fueling outrage and whispers of bias in how the league handles certain players. Davidson's fingers were blatantly jammed inside Sanders' face mask, yet the refs refused to throw a flag against him. To make matters worse for Shilo Sanders, he was already on thin ice after receiving a warning earlier in the game for a separate mistake. So when the officials decided to eject him after the altercation, they painted his reaction as far more serious than it actually was because of that earlier warning. What should have been a golden chance for Sanders to prove himself on the field instead turned into the moment that sent his career spiraling out of control. The Buccaneers are holding Sanders responsible for the ugly incident and his failure to live up to team standards, slapping him with a fine that could seriously damage his financial stability. Deion Sanders, Shilo's father and an NFL legend, has now spoken out on the heartbreaking mess, sharing his pain over how things unfolded. Deion admitted that while he's disappointed in the way it went down, he still feels nothing but pride for his son. In a recent statement, Deion said, "We're praying for another NFL shot," but also stressed that Shilo has plenty of other talents to fall back on if the league slams the door shut.
Fathering is part of parenting, is part of having a relationship. He is mentally where he needs to be, physically where he needs to be. We're praying that he gets another opportunity to go with a team.
Deion highlighted that Shilo's talents in music and modeling are powerful assets, proving he's more than just a football player. He made it clear that the entire Sanders family will be just fine with or without the NFL, sending a bold message that Shilo's future doesn't depend on the league. Deion's words served as both comfort and defiance, reminding everyone that no matter how the NFL treats his son, the Sanders family will remain strong, successful, and unshaken.
To what he's going to do next. So, Shilo is a man of many talents. I don't know if you guys know, he's a man of many talents, and he's going to be straight. All the Sanders are going to be straight, with or without football. You better believe that. You better believe that.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach Todd Bowles also weighed in on the chaos, blasting Shilo Sanders' punch as completely inexcusable. In his statement, Bowles doubled down on the NFL's so-called zero-tolerance policy for on-field violence. "You can't throw punches in this league," Bowles said, stressing that players will always be punished harshly for it. He added, "They're going to get you every time. You've got to grow from that." Bowles' comments highlight not just the severity of the incident, but also the league's unforgiving stance, serving as a warning that athletes are expected to bottle up their emotions no matter the provocation.
What would you say to Shilo Sanders after that ejection?
I know you can't throw punches in this league. I mean, that's inexcusable. They're going to get you every time. Got to grow from that.
And then what did you say to the officials after that? It looked like you were possibly trying to argue with
We're
them.
talking about another play.
Shilo Sanders' ejection has left fans furious, with many saying the punishment was way too harsh. Some argue the NFL is using him as an example while ignoring Davidson's dirty play. This incident could define Sanders' career, but it also exposes the league's double standards. The fallout is only getting bigger, and the truth behind the NFL's decisions is still unclear. Stay tuned for more updates. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the drama.